Instead of continuing to seek electric vehicles, the company is just starting the process of making a significant move away from those that use internal combustion engines. It is not that Kia is slowing down in its pursuit of electric vehicles. Rather, the business is only beginning its transition away from electric vehicles. The previous strategy of the corporation, which consisted of pursuing electric vehicles, has been dramatically altered as a result of this enormous deviation. The fast EV6 and the 3-row EV9 crossovers are the two vehicles that come before the EV5 in Chevrolet's lineup of crossover automobiles. The EV5 is the third vehicle in the lineup. The car in question is the third one in the lineup. We anticipate that the automobile will be made available for purchase in the United States during the 2026 model year. Kia has announced that a global version of the EV5 has been published, and we believe that this will occur sooner rather than later. Kia is the company that disseminated this information. Specifically, the information in question has been made accessible to the wider public. We believe that it will be located somewhere in the middle of the capabilities of the Kia Sportage, which is a compact car, and the Kia Sorento, which is a medium car. This is something that we are looking forward to. In light of the assumptions that we have made, this is the conclusion that we have arrived to. When viewed from a different perspective, it will be located somewhere in the middle of the range. Customers will have the ability to select from a number of different alternative engine options when the Kia EV5 is ultimately delivered to them in the year 2026. During the time that you are inside the vehicle, you will have the opportunity to choose from among these several possibilities. There is a possibility that a rear-drive design with a single motor will become the standard, and there is a significant probability that an all-wheel drive system with two motors will become the standard. Both of these possibilities are possible. There is a separate potential associated with each of these two possibilities. The prospect of having a number of different battery options accessible is another possibility. A battery with a lower capacity can be a more cost-effective alternative, while a battery with a higher capacity can supply a greater quantity of power and a greater driving range. Each of these two alternatives is a distinct possibility. There is a separate potential associated with each of these two possibilities. Each of these two options is associated with a possible outcome that is distinct from the other. It is anticipated that the range will be something in the neighborhood of 220 miles at least, and at the very most, it is likely that it may be substantially more than 300 miles. This is the minimum that is planned for the range. At this point, it is anticipated that the range will be finished being constructed altogether. It is anticipated that the Kia EV5 will be able to recharge at a rate that is nothing short of remarkable, that is comparable to the rate at which the Kia EV6 performs at the present time. The occurrence of this is something that is anticipated to take place in the present moment. No matter what takes place, this continues to be the case. This is a rule that cannot be broken in any way. There are a lot of peculiar characteristics that are linked with the concept EV5, some of which include coach doors, a steering wheel that is shaped like a hexagon, and a little garden that was developed specifically for the purpose of cultivating plants. These are only a few of the distinctive characteristics that are considered to be linked with the concept EV5. On the other hand, the model of global manufacturing is noticeably more realistic than the models that came before it. Albeit this is the case, there are still some components that are pleasing to the eye. Instead of having a large number of buttons, the dashboard is instead dominated by a number of enormous screens that are dispersed throughout the dashboard. These screens are dispersed throughout a number of different sites. We anticipate that the Kia EV5 will be made available for purchase in the United States, most likely in the form of a vehicle with a model year of 2026. This is our assumption. This is the hope that we have. This is the one thing that we are 100% convinced will happen, and we want to emphasize that. It is anticipated that the price will be comparable to that of the EV6, which begins at a price that is slightly higher than $50,000 and reaches a maximum price of approximately $63,000. This is the case in terms of pricing. As a consequence of this, it is projected that the price will continue to increase in the years to come.